Once Universal had a clear shot to be able to pick them up, there was a lot of passion.
So we met with a couple people from Universal, the head honchos, who we absolutely adore, and it became obvious that they wanted us a part of their label. We were super excited. Like, look how much life just like got brought into my spirit just talking about this team.
We were fully prepared to go in there and to be, I don't know, kind of told what to do a little bit in some way. We thought they were gonna treat us like robots, and they didn't, and that was new for us. And so from the first meeting, we were pretty hopeful.
And I think, like everybody, a lot of people thought they knew who Maddie and Tae were. They thought they knew what they were creatively. And when they were able to get into the building and play music, the passion exploded.
Eventually, we like came into the big conference room, signed the papers, and it was just so unreal. It was like out of body, where I was like, oh my gosh, remember 5 months ago when I thought I was never gonna get to make a record ever again?
Totally.
Alone. Like, we kind of answer each other. Are you videoing me while I'm talking to you?
We started having meetings with Stephanie Wright, who we call our guardian angel.
When they first walked in, they were excited and jovial and happy to be there. I think they felt a little bit of relief. There was, I'm sure, a lot of fear when everything was sort of unfolding and they weren't sure what was going to happen. I discovered through this process with them that they are amazing songwriters.
We were very lucky to have Stephanie Wright running A&R Point over there. She's been an incredibly steady and enthusiastic cheerleader for them.
Okay, I told you. Is he allowed in this or no?
Yeah, just start your train of thought with him in your lap so we can...
From the first meeting, she told us that she loved our music, but she was excited for us to explore with what we could do and what we could write in the future and who we could become as writers and artists. And that was really good to hear. It was like music to our ears. She was like, go out there, like, don't even think about anything, just go live, go write, like whatever you're feeling, just do it. Had never heard that before.
My job is to make sure that we're giving you every opportunity to grow and improve and be confident in the art that you're making and who you are as artists. And they both just kind of sat there like, oh, we thought this was gonna be scary. And I was like, oh my God, why?
And so the coolest part of the process was collecting all these different songs that ended up now being a collection of 15. And Stephanie was like, do y'all realize that you're writing a story? And I was like, what? And I was so confused, and she's like, this is like you're like writing a story. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And she's like, well, there's like this chunk of great love songs, and then there's a chunk of heartbreak, and then there's this chunk of songs where y'all like got your groove back, like you've got your confidence back. I'd never had a creative process like that before, and I think this record is always going to be one of the more special ones, just because we didn't even really realize the story we were writing until after it was done. We were super excited because Steph was like, you could like choose who you want to work with. And we were like, really? This is so exciting.
We took our time too. We had lots of phone calls with a lot of different producers.
One of our office hangouts where we would go coop up in Steph's office and just like brainstorm. And that happened like at least once every 2 weeks for like 6 months.
I kept thinking about Jimmy Robbins and Derek Wells. I'd had opportunities to work with them in different situations, and I loved both of them.
They both bring different things to the table. We're very comfortable with them, and we trust them. And they're very collaborative, and that was our dream for this record. We just wanted it to be collaborative, like everybody be hands-on. There is no wrong answers. And we just trusted that they would make this project as best as it could be.
Temporary fix, but it ain't fixing anything. Fixing anything. You're going down on that, and then
And then are you doing the same
Go
thing?
straight to his head. So up, down, up.
As Maddie and I grew into our voices, specifically in the studio, when we were so young when we cut our first record, we didn't know much about how the process worked and just weren't comfortable yet in speaking up and saying what we wanted. But on our second project, we both felt pretty comfortable. We had been playing enough live shows. We had lived with our own music. We had become comfortable in the fact that this is our music and we should have a say in what happens in the studio.
So we went into the studio, and I remember Derek and Jimmy being like, what do you think about this tone? What do you think about this lick? What do you think? And I was like, oh my gosh, like they care about what I think. And it was so empowering. And I felt like Jimmy and Derek just gave that confidence that I had lost in myself with being involved in the music making of everything just came back. And I just felt so confident in my opinions and confident in my gut and like what I think sounds the best. And they cared what I thought. And that is a gift that is so special that I will always cherish, that they just made Tae and I both feel like what we had to say mattered and our opinions were important. And I just love them for that.
All of the doubts that we had
Yeah.
of, are we good enough for this? Are we talented enough? Are we in over our heads?
Yeah.
No, you know what? We got this.
I feel like Derek and Jimmy, I might start getting choked up a little bit. I think it's because I need to cry. I haven't cried in a long time. But I feel like they kind of showed us what we hadn't seen in ourselves for a long time.
Put us as humans first.
Yeah.
We're humans. We are friends, and then we are artists.
Yeah.